Good afternoon, everyone. I am Wai Wai Than from Department of Educational Psychology. I would like to present you my research study named a Meta-analytic structural equation modeling on the unifying theory of acceptance and use of technology in higher education. My presentation included 5 sessions. Firstly, I would like to give you a short introduction to my study. With the advancement of internet technology, many contents and many subjects can be available online, especially since 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic has suppressed nearly all over the world. Therefore, this creates a habit of stay-home culture. In the higher education, many students and teachers become to emphasize online learning or learning at home. There have been many learning platforms such as Coursera, Udemy, Moodle, etc. These are safe learning environments today. Then, the online learning platforms are online learning marketplace for students and online course platforms for teachers. To have the successful online learning, students and teachers need to have the digital literacy and competency. Therefore, teachers and students' technology acceptance and competencies are the main reasons for creating successful online learning environment. Therefore, there has been many models of technology acceptance. This slide shows the most famous theory of technology acceptance. By unifying the 8 theories of technology, Venkatas and other scholars have developed a theory named Unifying Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology in 2003. This theory involve the 4 constraints: performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitated condition are the main reasons for behavioral intention to use technology and the accurate technology use behavior of online learning students or teachers. These are the 4 main constants. There have been many studies who use the UTAUT model as the theoretical framework of their studies. Moreover, from 2010 onwards, there have also been many meta-analytic studies synthesizing results of empirical studies of UTAUT model in several different fields like technology innovation, information system or technology, and economic fee, etc. Unfortunately, there has little meta-analytic studies on UTAUT model in higher education, especially for both teachers and students. By considering this research gap, this study aims to confirm the validity of the factors influencing the accurate use behavior of technology in the higher education context based on the framework of the UTAUT model. Based on this model, we have formulated 6 research hypotheses. The hypotheses were shown in the proposed model like this. Then let me move on to the methodology section. In this study, meta-analytic structural equation modeling was used to execute the research hypothesis. In this study, 6 procedures are involved. Firstly, searching for the study, selection criteria of the study, selection process of the study, data extraction for study characteristics, and statistical analysis. Firstly, searches for the studies. The UTAUT model was developed in 2003. My search videos starts from 2003 to June 2021. The 4 search engines are consulted and the 4 keywords are used to search the studies. Then I set the 4 selection criteria. First, to be an empirical study, then to be the study present the correlation coefficient of the necessary data to calculate the correlation, and to be written in English, to be the study conducted in higher education setting. We have presented the selection process of the study. I firstly gather 123 studies from 4 databases and additional 50 studies from other databases. By removing duplicates, by subtracting, and by assessing through eligibility criteria. Finally, 44 studies eligible for meta-analysis. Then Next test. We have to select study characteristics which may affect the effect size of each studies. These are year of the study, geographic location, target population, and sample size. Example of my codebook. And the study characteristics. This is the years, country, population, samples. The remaining are the effect size used for calculated in meta-analysis. Finally, statistical analysis. Two-stage meta-analytic structural equation modeling was conducted by using the Meta-SEM package in RStudio. In stage 1, to cut the full correlation matrix, meta-analysis was conducted. In stage 2, to fit the proposed model with the offset correlation matrix, SEM techniques was applied. After methodology session, let me move into the research session. In the session, summary of the selected stories are presented here. Then I would like to present results of two-stage SEM approach. In stage 1, full correlation matrix was calculated by using the meta-analysis approach. In this matrix, in the lower triangle data, the full correlation coefficients between the variables, and in the upper triangle, the number of participants and the number of studies are presented. Then we, in the stage 2, we specify the model by using the above full correlation matrix. We specify using the proposed model. Then we estimate the parameters. Then we have to check the fit values for assessing the estimated parameters are true. We use the RMSE value to check the model fit. This study RMSE value 0.1 showed and acceptable values are RMSE. Therefore, we need to do the reclassification. In this reclassification, firstly, I proposed model, but the observed value shows the effect of facilitated condition on use behavior is not significant. Therefore, I remove this path. This is the modified model. This modified model shows the RMSE value of 0.079. This is the acceptable fixed value. Therefore, this is my resultant model. The estimation of the resultant model are presented here. In this model, in model 1, the four determinants have the significant direct effect on behavioral intention, and about 63% of the variability of behavioral intention can be explained by the model. Then in the second model, 32% of use behavior can be explained by the model, but facilitated conditions have not the significant direct effect on the use behavior. It has only the indirect effect on use behavior through the mediator of behavioral intention. Thus, this is my results. Then we need to check the heterogeneity of the full correlation matrix. We use I-square values for heterogeneity statistics. This study I-square values is 0.8. It shows the high level of heterogeneity. Therefore, we need to do subgroup analysis. Subgroup analysis results are presented here. Subgroup analysis, to conduct the subgroup analysis, we use the study characteristic PB, meaning teachers versus students. The results are also presented in the figure. In students' population, this model explains 65% of the variability of behavioral intention and 31% of variability of use behavior. In teachers' population, only 24% of the variability of use behavior can be explained by the model. In student population, facilitated condition is the stronger predictor of behavioral intention, and for teachers, effort expectancy is the stronger predictor for the behavioral intention. That's all for my research session. Then we would like to conclude my session by answering the research hypothesis. In this session, among the three hypotheses, the above five hypotheses are confirmed, but hypothesis state the effect of facilitated condition on accurate technology use behavior has been rejected. This is my proposed model. This is my result time model. Based on the result time model, we have to give the practical contribution of the studies. Performance expectancy have the effect on use behavior through the mediator of behavioral intention. Therefore, we would like, if we want to improve the technology acceptance in higher education, we have to improve the performance expectancy of students and teachers. For students, technology gives them usefulness, productivity, continuous learning, efficiencies, and achievement. They will accept the technology more. For teachers population. Technology gives them to create quality lessons, faster feedbacks, flexible teaching strategy, job fair, relative advantage. They have more intention to accept their technology. Then,
last 2 minutes.
Effort expectancies influence the use behaviors or through behavioral intention. It is to improve the technology acceptance in higher education. Each of you is the pre-did task. If we if our online content give clearance, user-friendly, adaptability, and learnability, we students and teachers accept the technology move. Like social influence and facilitating conditions also influence use behavior through the mediator of behavioral intention. Then I would like to give the theoretical contribution of my studies. My theoretical framework is the UTAUT model. Previous meta-analysis studies on technology innovation confirms the UTAUT model. Uh, Information systems and information technology meta-analysis studies modifies by adding the mediator attitude. Korean industry, mobile learning, accepts the original UTAUT model, but these studies remove the direct path of facilitating condition on use behavior. Therefore, this is the consistent point and this is the inconsistent point. I will to give you the theoretical contribution. Need studies to study the mechanisms behind the inconsistencies. Then my studies have uh, limitations of the study as presented in this slide. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.